Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
Do you want to find a stress-free way to buy your next car? Start at CarMax and shop your way. And if you want to browse with confidence, get pre-qualified online with no impact on your credit score and shop cars within your budget. From luxury cars to family rides, CarMax has options for almost every price range, including more than 25,000 cars priced under $25,000. So, hey, want to get started? Just head to CarMax.com for details and get pre-qualified today. Want to drive? CarMax.
There's a fire inside you can't ignore. Stand still? Not a chance. You're a lifelong learner who's come this far. Now, we're here to help you keep going further. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
I'm Heather Dubrow.
I'm Dr. Terry Dubrow.
And we're going to keep this between us.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Not at all. Because I was talking about this last time that I have the copper uglies. So, all right, I've been hearing about peptides for so long. And you and I and Rob Huizinga, we've talked about it, and lots of doctors and anti-aging people, that peptides are kind of the Wild West. So we've stayed away from them, but now I'm all in. So will you sort of explain what peptides are and why they're the Wild West?
So peptides are drugs. They're small chains of amino acids that, when put together and injected in either intravenously, but usually subcutaneously, cause a physiologic change to the body, right? Whether it's cosmetic or biological or cause a hormone to be secreted or make you feel full, there's an action that they theoretically do. The problem with peptides is that most of them they're not FDA approved. They're not approved really for anything. And the data really is only based on rat data. And rat data is not very translatable or interpolatable to humans.
Wait, of course it is. That's why they do experiments on them, no?
You can start, in general, use rats to determine whether everybody dies. And then beyond that, you can't really extrapolate much. I mean, if something works really well for a rat's skin, the chance it's going to work well on a human skin is very low, to be honest.
Okay, but how about that picture of that rat that's shredded?
Muscular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
That's myostatin. That compound, that monoclonal antibody, actually does work on humans. But so certain things do have an effect on rats and have an effect on humans. Yeah.
That's not AI. That's real.
But so here's the thing. This is the craziest time in health and wellness right now, because peptides, as everyone who is aware of anything in health, in wellness knows, they've exploded onto the market. And most of the people educating and giving advice online about peptides have no medical training, no medical education, no medical degrees, never went to medical school, but they're giving very specific instructions as to how to inject these drugs in humans. And it's crazy. It's highly inappropriate. I mean, it varies from chiropractors.
Yet I'm doing it. I just want you to know.
Chiropractors to bodybuilders to just generalized fitness people.
But wait, I'm going to interrupt you just for a second because here's what I don't get. The word peptide is prevalent everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The Rhode lip gloss I like is a lip peptide, right? Kylie Jenner's new something is a peptide.
Well, yeah.
So, but that's not what we're talking about, right?
We're talking about injectable peptides.
Injectable peptides.
That are short chains of amino acids.
Now, is Ozempic, Reta, and Mounjaro, are those peptides?
So Ozempic, they're all peptides.
Okay.
By the way, growth hormone's a peptide.
NAD?
Is sort of a peptide. Insulin is a peptide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now we understand a little bit more.
Right. So there are peptides that are tested, FDA approved, and known drugs that you can buy that have a very specific effect.
Okay.
But most of the peptides that people are injecting no one knows whether they work or not. It's just a bunch of people saying, oh, this works great for me. No, that's great. And I would do this dose. And it's like,
they're making it up.
They're making it up. They're getting educated from the other guy they looked online who is making it up. And then there's another person who's making it up. And now it's just spread. It's just like rumors medicine now.
So is it like supplements? Because I don't know if people know this, but supplements are not regulated. Supplements are not FDA approved.
Right.
So drugs are, supplements are not. So peptides, but they don't fall in the supplement category.
No,
they are drugs.
Supplements don't affect tissue and organs, we call it. A specific part of the human anatomy or physiology in a specific way that causes specific action. That's not what a supplement does.
Right.
Peptides are drugs.
Okay. And then then we're going to get into the specific peptides, but then I also want to know, I saw someone hawking like a sublingual peptide, you put under your tongue or a pill or whatever. Are those the same as these injectable
Some
peptides?
of them, like there's a new peptide that just got FDA approved from Novo Nordisk that is the new Wegovy. And that's an oral peptide.
And what about the MNMA?
And MNM.
M&M?
MNM, yeah. No, that's that's not really a peptide, but it's an anti-aging life extension thing. But here's the thing. These peptides are made, they're basically illegal, all of them.
So why are we getting them?
The federal government hasn't cracked down on them, and RFK Jr. obviously is very into them. So Biden was starting to crack down on them. And then when the administration changed and the new administration RFK's into them. So nobody's going to crack down on them for now.
Will they become FDA approved?
No.
I mean, is it like Mounjaro and all that they were just waiting to get their approval?
No, because a drug company costs about $2 to $5 billion.
Billion?
To get a drug through the FDA approval process. And in order to do that, the drug company makes an investment. They get a patent on the drug. They come up with the formulation. They put it through typically 3-phase clinical trials. And if it passes those with relative safety, then it goes to the FDA and they decide whether or not to FDA approve it. And then you're not allowed to make that drug for about 20 years so that the drug company can get their return on their investment back. And that's done to encourage them to keep coming up with new drugs and new cures. Peptides are so simple. Some of them are 3 amino acids, okay, that anybody can make. I
like how he says that like it's the 3 ingredient recipe. You just take the 1 egg and a scoop of the, cottage cheese, cocoa powder, bake it.
Some of them are so simple that you couldn't get a patent on them, so you can't get any protection on them. So there's no point in spending $3 billion to get FDA approved, because if it does work, people are just going to rip it off anyway. So let me give you, it's the weirdest time in medical history right now, because the most powerful, most popular peptide isn't, and that's effective, is being tested at the FDA. They're trying to get FDA approval for it, yet it's already compounded.
Is this Reta?
Reta. It's actually called Retatrutide. Some people call it Retatrutide, but it's really called Retatrutide. And it's basically Ozempic. It's basically Mounjaro, but it has a fat burner on it. So it's a weight loser and a fat burner. And it is unbelievable. People like it. But the problem is you're getting it from where? What pharmacy? Most of these things are coming from China.
Right. Right.
You have no chain of custody, meaning what happens between China and the time it hits the port? What's it composed of? Is it sterile? Does it have what are called dangerous endotoxins?
That's scary. So you need to know where you're getting it from.
And you really, even when you know,
you don't know.
You don't know because that pharmacy that is a compounding pharmacy, you don't know what does their licensure mean? Where are they really getting it from? Where, how long has it been on the shelf? Has it been exposed to light? Has it been compromised? Who had it before? This is the most dangerous time in the history of medicine. The good news is, there's good news and bad news. The good news is most of these peptides, at best, they don't work, but don't cause any harm. Okay?
Right.
At best, they do something positive, and at worst, they don't cause any harm.
Do any of them have a potential, you don't even know probably, to do something bad?
Oh my gosh. If you ask a paramedic these days how often they transport people to the emergency room because people have injected peptides and are having a severe reaction, they'll go, oh yeah, that happens all the time.
A reaction because it's got something.
It wasn't sterile. It was adulterated with something.
Like when people take drugs and they put fentanyl in it, like something like that.
Not so much that. I don't think they're putting fentanyl in
No, I don't
things.
mean that. I mean, they're adding something or there's a filler in there or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't, and even still, at least with a drug that's manufactured like fentanyl, you at least understand it's fentanyl. It does this very particular thing. With all these peptides, you go, okay, we've got GHK, CU. It's amino acids, but does it really do anything? Nobody really knows, okay? Yet there's people, high school graduates online, who are clearly taking steroids who are saying GHK-Cu is the best. It's good for skin. It's good for hair. It does this. And I'm listening to them going, and I just have to, I start to go on the comments section and go, a-hole, you're giving medical advice. You're not a physician. Stop this. And then I, of course, erase and I don't post it.
Right.
Because I'm not.
Terry Dubrow says.
Yes.
Well, let me ask you this. All right. Understand that you've got gym bros, trainers, and whatever.
Chiropractors
right.
love to talk about peptides.
All right. So I understand all that. But there are also
Come for your back massage, stay for the injectable drugs.
You're copper ugly. But there are reputable anti-aging doctors.
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a second.
So
let's take the black market and wild, wild west out of it, even though it is all wild, wild west.
And all black market.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's take the gym bros out of the conversation. Let's say you have an anti-aging doctor who
is an MD. Can prescribe legally can prescribe drugs.
Even though we can't prescribe these because they're not FDA approved,
well,
I guess.
In order to prescribe them, theoretically, you have to be a doctor. I don't know where these chiropractors and these gym bros.
Okay, forget about those people.
Okay.
I'm saying you go to a medical doctor, okay? And they evaluate you.
Right.
And you say, here's what is concerning me in my body.
So what's the state of the art?
But also it's okay for this medical doctor to prescribe these for you. And if you're comfortable with where that doctor is having them compounded and they're not from China and they're not going to have fillers, are you comfortable with that? You are because I'm on them. But are you comfortable with that?
I'm not comfortable with that, but I'm aware that it's being done. And it's being done
in your house.
I'm not going to admit to that. But I don't prescribe them for my patients.
No, he does not prescribe them for me.
But I must say, I know everything about them. I do know where the better pharmacies are. I know what the dosage is.
You're a plug.
I am not a plug.
I'm joking.
No, I don't do it.
Okay.
No, but I mean, here's the way I feel about peptides. I know everybody's using them. Okay. So I can either just poo-poo them and have people just say, well, you're poo-pooing them, but everybody's using them. Or I can say, all right.
Here's what to do and how to do it.
If you are going to, this is how you would best use them to maximize some kind of positive outcome and minimize something negative.
Here's my feeling.
That's the way I look at it.
I am old. And how many good years do I have left? I might as well look and feel as good as possible. And if there's negative effects, so be it.
As long as they don't kill you.
Right. Of course, you've heard of GLP-1s. They're amazing. And they have so many benefits besides weight loss. Like they're good for your heart and good for your brain. And Ro offers the first FDA-approved GLP-1 pill for weight loss at the lowest cost around. No more shot. The new GLP-1 pill has the same weight loss ingredients as the shot and packs comparable results to the shot. It can help patients lose 14% of their body weight in a year on average. So that's one daily pill for fewer cravings and feeling fuller with an innovative new formula clinically proven to maximize weight loss. The new FDA-approved GLP-1 pill is available at $149 for the first dose, in addition to your Ro membership fee and $299 a month for the higher doses. The Ro Body membership includes access to FDA-approved GLP-1s, unlimited provider messaging, side effect management, and more, all for just $45 for your first month and $145 a month thereafter. The Ro membership fee excludes the cost of GLP-1 medication. In addition to the newly approved pill, Ro also offers a full suite of the most effective brand name FDA-approved GLP-1s, all at the lowest cost. Ro offers the lowest cost GLP-1s, whether you're using insurance or paying cash. So after your first online visit, if you're eligible for treatment, you could expect to start your medication in less than a week if paying cash, or about 2 weeks if using insurance. I have so many friends and my husband who are all on GLP-1s, and they love them. They love the weight loss. They love the heart healthy benefits. They love the cognitive benefits. So all you have to do is go to ro.co/between to see if you're eligible for the new GLP-1 pill on Ro. That's ro.co/between to get started on Ro. That's ro.co. Also go to ro.co/safety for boxed warnings and full safety information about GLP-1 medications. Based on study in non-diabetics with obesity or overweight, plus a weight-related condition with diet and exercise.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis-Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
Are you a fraud-paying American? It's a fact that 1 in 4 honest, hard-working, tax-paying Americans has been a victim of identity theft. With LifeLock Identity Theft Protection, though, if your identity is stolen, they fix it, guaranteed, and get you your money back. Last year, the IRS flagged over $16 billion in refunds for identity fraud. That's billions of dollars that could come from your salary, overtime, or second job. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats you could easily miss on your own. And if your information does fall into the wrong hands, only LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists who are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Visit LifeLock.com/iHeart and save up to 40% your first year. That's 40% off at LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
It's so funny because there's a show called what?
Beauty.
Yeah, Beauty. And then there was that movie with Demi Moore. And so they all got gorgeous and beautiful, but they all pay a massive price for it.
And then there's also, what's the musical I just saw? Death Becomes Her.
Yes. So anyway, if you must do peptides, let's treat it like that.
Are you concerned I'm discussing that I'm doing them?
You're not getting them from me.
I know.
No, I don't give them to you.
You won't even give me both.
I don't practice medicine in my own family.
Nope.
As a physician who's a longevity specialist who's certified by multiple medical boards, board certifications, I'm concerned about using them. So knowing that you might use them, at least I can not prescribe them, but I can help to quarterback your use of them and minimize the problems.
Okay, let's talk turkey. So I want to go over what the most popular peptides are and what you think is most effective or could be most effective if taken properly.
I don't recommend anybody take anything, number one. But if you are, the most popular, clearly, there's sort of ones that have cosmetic effects.
Right.
You can divide it into two categories: cosmetic and sort of physiologic functional effects, something that make you feel better. And then there's those ones with weight loss effects, and there's ones with combined effects there.
I'm going to tell you what I'm taking after he's done.
And then what they're doing is they're stacking them. They're putting multiple peptides.
I love a stack.
Into a vial, and that's problematic because they all have different pHs that they live at and may degrade them. The problem is, remember, all this data, if there is any data, most of it's from rats. Okay, so you're basically a lab rat. But the most common, I think, one that people uniformly talk about that they like is this BPC 157.
Is that the Wolverine?
That's along with another one that combined with it called TB 500. And that's sort of this anti-inflammatory, tissue healing, blood vessel growing one called Wolverine. That one seems to be inarguably the most popular.
And that's based on they call it Wolverine because Wolverine, the character, can regenerate himself.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be regenerative. So if you had surgery or you have pain or a bad hip or something.
So I know plastic surgeons who are now prescribing Wolverine 2 weeks before patients have cosmetic surgery.
Before?
And for a week after.
Really?
And they are, remember, this is not my advice. They are convinced that it minimizes swelling and shortens the postoperative period of healing. So I do know several physicians.
Orders Wolverine.
I do know several physicians who themselves have injected peptide in Wolverine in them who had shoulder pain, chronic shoulder pain, and it went away. Hip pain, arthritis. A friend of mine who's a very good surgeon had a little bit of a benign tremor that went away on Wolverine. I know. Now, is there placebo? There might be placebo to this, okay? But we always say if there's enough people tell you you're dead, lie down. Well,
that's my line, but yes.
Yeah, but if enough people say it works, maybe it sort of does.
I have no problem with the placebotron.
Right.
Because if a placebo works, then it worked.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Is it actually a placebo?
Exactly. Well, I mean, and then the other one is this GHKCU, this copper peptide.
That's what gives you the copper uglies.
People love this one.
And what's that for?
This is the one for skin and hair. Mm-hmm. And it seems to, copper peptides, the body seems to positively respond to those.
We've had a topical copper.
Yes, and those can be effective. But this one, apparently, as soon as you start injecting it, it can make you break out. They call it the copper uglies.
Hello.
And they talk about zinc being a supplement that can help to.
I just ordered the zinc.
And so GHKCU is one that's very, very popular. And then there's ones for energy that are very popular.
Like
NAD and like MOT-C, MOT-C. Remember, I don't advise anybody taking these. I don't take these.
Orders them all.
But if you're going to, MOT-C is one of these, start at a very low dose, very, very low dose, and do it 2 times a week. And then ultimately you can turn it up. But apparently people are getting massive amounts of fatigue relieving energy and sleeping better than they ever had. And then there are the other category is those that it sort of make you lose weight, get you shredded.
This is the Reta.
And control your appetite. And those are sort of the Retatrutide, the ones that are, related to the Ozempic type drugs, the new one, Retatrutide, that's about to come out, and the ones that are involving growth hormone.
Isn't there the CPJ?
That's a growth hormone.
CPJ
129/IPA or tesamorelin. Those are the growth hormone ones. And those ones, give you beautiful skin and get you ripped and help visceral fat loss, along with the most popular and clearly the most effective one, which is Reta, RETA, which if you know anything about, if you're a peptide fan at all, you know about Reta. And this is one you can scroll on TikTok or on Instagram Reels or whatever. And as soon as it hears you look at one about Reta, you're going to, I can't find a single negative thing about Reta.
But Reta, we found out, is being pulled.
Yes.
And regulated
as
because
it should be.
It's about to be FDA approved.
Yeah. I mean, Eli Lilly has spent probably $5 billion with this really miraculous drug, which is basically tirzepatide, which is Zepbound and Mounjaro with a fat burner. So the big problem with this weight loss drugs is you're losing fat, but you're always losing muscle. This one really helps to preserve muscle. And the positive,
which is great because that's
amazing.
Because that's been the concern, Ozempic face or whatever that they always talk about, that you lose the weight and you have no muscle tone.
So there's a bill as of like mid last December in front of Congress that Eli Lilly is trying to push through that's essentially making it illegal to make Reta, like fully illegal.
Well,
to
I
compound
get that
it.
because they're spending, like you just explained to us, they're spending $2 to $5 billion to get this thing done. So, I mean, the other peptides, no one's FDA approving. So game on.
Right. So sort of game on. But I mean, that and it's potentially dangerous, but that's why they're doing it. And so because of that, Reta, I'm hearing, is getting incredibly hard to get, which is really bad because if you can't get it from an American compounding pharmacy, they're still going to get it.
Right.
So where do you think it's coming from? China. And who,
then we're back to the problem.
Then you're back to true black market. You have no idea what's in there and it could be really super dangerous. So I'm hoping Eli Lilly, as fast as possible, gets this thing FDA approved because Reta is the next frontier drug that everybody is going to take.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And so I'm hoping for Eli Lilly's sake, but more important for the public's sake in general, that it gets up. But Reta is it. Everyone, I probably know 60 people on Reta, and probably a third of my patients are on Reta. By the way, 30% of people in the United States are on one of these GLP drugs.
Fantastic. I wonder what the obesity rates are in our country now. Have they dropped at all?
They're dropped. Not only they dropped, you look what the snack food industry is doing.
Well, also they're saying there's arsenic in our snack foods. I mean, there's a lot of problems happening.
But I mean, people are drinking less alcohol.
I'm not cool about,
Yeah. So,
like, why?
I'm very much looking forward to Eli Lilly coming out with this Reta. But if you're going to take Reta, okay, just know that as the days and weeks go on, the Reta that you may get from these pharmacies
stock up
is getting more and more theoretically black market / dangerous, and it could be really a bad idea.
So how much do they need to buy before it's FDA approved? 6 months worth? 4? What?
Yeah. So
doesn't answer.
If you must do these things, be very careful and always do it under doctor supervision, because I'll tell you why. At the end of the day, if you get it from a doctor rather than online, black market, gym bro, trainer, chiropractor, whoever,
they can monitor you.
A doctor is responsible. Okay. And it's always good to have a medical professional responsible, because if they're getting you something like a peptide or Reta or something, that means they're getting immediate feedback from their patients. And if it's something's negative coming from them, they're stopping it instantly. So at least the chances that you'll have an adverse side effect is massively minimized.
Explain this about peptides, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm taking. And this is like sort of, I'm going to ask you like 3 questions in one, but you kind of get the gist. So I want you to say like how long it usually takes to see the benefits. Do you lose them the second you get off of them.
Yeah.
And is this meant to be a short-term thing, a long-term thing, a cycle on off kind of vibe?
So here's where the internet is filled with BS. The true answer to these questions, no one knows.
There it is. No one knows.
You're just a lab rat. No one knows how
this is guinea pig.
The problem is no one knows because no one knows who's taking what, meaning where's it coming from? And then no one knows the right dose. And for you, the truth, okay, but let's get some more practical information because if you are going to do it, the truth is everybody responds differently to these drugs.
Right. Some people take a lower dose. Some people can handle a higher dose. Some people are less reactive.
Look at some people don't respond. Like 22% of people don't respond to Ozempic at all.
Really?
Not at all. They're non-responders. And then a big significant percentage only respond at the highest doses.
Wow.
What I've noticed listening to people talk about Reta is everybody seems to be responding to that and at pretty low doses.
Huh.
The FDA study, phase 3 clinical trials of Reta right now are showing that people who are obese, who have to go to the very high doses, some of them are getting a really weird, significant neurologic side effect where their skin is burning. Yeah, that's called.
It's literally burning, or just feels like it's burning.
It's like a neuralgia or what's called a dysesthesia.
On the high doses of Reta.
The high doses of Reta, but I've not heard of anybody. And I'm in Beverly Hills. Everybody in Beverly Hills and the surrounding Los Angeles area is on Reta. I haven't heard of that. And it seems like everybody is, a million people who are on Reta. Yeah. Everybody seems to be happy at a low dose. The low dose seems to be 2 milligrams, right? But, you're supposed to start out at 0.5 milligram. But the dose that's going to come out with Eli Lilly is 2 milligrams. That's the starter dose. So what people are doing now is they're taking half a dose on a Sunday, half a dose on the Thursday, and it's minimizing the nausea, maximizing the result. So it's.
But you have to know. I agree with you. I think number one, you have to go to a reputable medical doctor.
Yep.
You have to be monitored, and obviously, before you start anything, get your labs done.
Yeah.
Get baseline everything, and figure out how you're going to do this. For me, I'm so sensitive.
Yes.
To drugs. So when I first started going through menopause and I started going on HRTs, hormone replacement therapy, and also I have a thyroid problem, and I was put on thyroid medication. They put me on this dose of thyroid medication that I thought literally I was going to have a heart attack. I was jumping out of my skin. I had to go down to a baby dose. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, and even with like the hormones and all the things, I start very small. And in my unmedical opinion, I would say going as small as possible and building up to things is always the best idea.
I think I don't want to get too nerdy and bore people, but you said something very important. These things have a half-life. Now, half-life means in whatever the half-life is, and these drugs, their half-life is like 7 days. So when you take Ozempic or Zepbound on a Sunday, by the next Sunday, half of it's still in your blood.
Right.
So a lot of people think that didn't work. I'm going to double the dose. So that next Sunday, they take twice as much, but they already now have half in their blood. So they have way more. And then if they do it again the next week, they have like 5 times the dose they should have.
It's too
so you
much.
have to understand it hangs. So each time you add to it, it's not going down to 0 by next week. It's going half. So each time you're building up. So it's better to build up slowly. What we found, and this is one of the things I'm afraid of as a surgeon, we found is when people started to get into steroids, okay, and of course never told us, hey, I'm on steroids, and they come in to have plastic surgery, we'd put them under anesthesia and they would crash.
What does that mean, crash?
They die on the table.
But that's never happened to you.
No, but I'm saying they try to die and we don't let them.
Right.
Their vital signs go to the floor and their blood pressure
because they're on
out.
steroids.
Because they're on steroids.
Why is that?
Because when you're initially put under anesthesia, it stresses your system. Normally, your adrenal glands, these little, sort of, what's that little vegetable that I'm thinking of?
Brussels sprout?
No. Anyway, I'll think of it.
Lima bean?
Lima bean. The little lima bean-sized organs on your kidney called your adrenal glands, they respond to stress. So when you're stressed out, like with anesthesia, they pulse corticosteroids, and that helps maintain your body's blood pressure and your pulse, and you don't crash. if you're on steroids, what steroids do, they inhibit your corticosteroids so that when you're put under anesthesia and normally you get a pulse from your lima bean sized adrenal gland, they go, yeah, I can't do it. And you crash out, your blood pressure goes to near zero and we're pumping on your chest.
Oh,
yeah.
By the way, another good thing to note, don't ever lie to your doctor.
Yeah. Tell your doctor if you're
Everything,
on peptides.
Yes.
Tell them you're.
Well, are you worried? So are you worried that people on
that's gonna be a
peptides
new thing.
Going into surgery are going to have a problem?
That's what I'm worried about. They're going to have a problem.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know.
So, but you just said that some surgeons are putting people on the Wolverine before surgery, which sort of belies that statement.
Well, I think the Wolverine seems to be immune to the crash phenomenon. In fact, it may help. I don't even know.
But it's unclear what the other ones do.
knows?
So probably you'd want, and I know that you guys tell people when you're having surgery, you have to get off the Manjaros and all that for 2 weeks before surgery.
Right.
So probably if you're going to have surgery, you want to be off all that stuff.
I think you'd want to be off all those weirdo peptides. I had this boyfriend, girlfriend came in today and they were both kind of shredded. And I looked at them and I go, so what medications you guys on? It was a double consult.
Uh-huh.
No, nothing. And I go, I'm looking at them. This guy's real veiny and ripped. And I go, you ever heard of BPC 157? He goes, oh yeah, I take that. I go, you're of GHKC? He goes, oh yeah, I love that one. I go, he looks at me and goes, what about MOTC? And I go, you're on MOTC? And I'm going, MOTC. I go, these are your medications. Remember the list 0 here? You're on that. I'm going, okay, so you are on. And so he was on 11 peptides.
Is there a limit to how many you should be on?
You shouldn't be on any of them.
Oh.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
Wasn't that delicious?
So good.
Your bill, ladies.
I got it.
No, I got it.
Seriously, I insist. I insisted first.
Oh, don't be silly.
You don't be silly.
People with the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card prefer to pay because they earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors for it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No!
The Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Terms apply.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
So at the end of the day, if you must, I recommend you don't, but if you must, go to a doctor who went to medical school, who's board certified in something, okay, and who has had some experience with these longevity drugs, okay? And then start slowly, one at a time. Don't go on 5 or 10. And For you, I'd prefer that you're not on any of them. Okay.
Okay. I agree with going slowly and trying one at a time because to me, it reminds me of when, you have a baby and they start eating solid food. Like you can't give them 5 different foods at the same meal because if they have a reaction, you don't know what they're reacting to. That's why you give them bananas and you try that for a few days. And then you give them something else.
Yes.
And you try that for a few days. So I think the same would be true with these peptides. I think you have to try one for a couple of weeks, make sure it's the right dose for you, and actually see if you are getting a result from it. Now, I'm just going to touch on NAD for a second. I know it's not a peptide, or it is.
It's
ish.
Peptide-ish. But it might as well be put in that category.
Yeah, I didn't try the injectable NAD, but I used to do like an NAD nose spray.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see anything from it. And then I was at an event where they were doing IV NAD.
Yeah,
and I watched a girl get lockjaw and have a reaction to it. I was like, I don't think I want to do it. But I also, and again, not a doctor, but I just feel like it's been around for so long, NAD, that if it was universally like the best thing, wouldn't it be in the top 3 of what everyone's taking?
For energy? Yeah, it seems to be Motzi. People prefer that one.
So
now.
I'm on Motzi. And I'm going to tell you something. I have a lot of energy. You know that. I don't drink coffee.
Right.
And
Have you noticed a difference?
Well, this is what I was going to say. Like Gina Kirschneider always says, she's like, where do you get your energy from? You're crazy. Like, as I will be up all night. I'll go.
But that was before Motzi.
This was before Motzi. But what I would tell you is with menopause and all the things, like I still had energy, but I felt draggy in the afternoons, or when I woke up, I would hit the snooze, or I would be lamenting my life choices during the 12-minute snooze, and it would be painful and all of that. I am telling you, I feel great. The alarm goes and I set like 2, like if I have to get up at 7:15, I'll set at 7:15, 7 and 7:15, thinking I'll sleep for those 15 minutes. I don't. At 7, I'm up.
You're a fan of Motzi.
I'm good.
What else are you a fan of?
I feel great on Motzi.
Okay, what else?
And the other thing I'm taking is Klo, KLOW,
That's one of those stacks.
which is a stack. It has in it the Wolverine,
GHKCO,
the copper, which is giving me the copper uglies.
It has a KPV thing in it.
What's that?
It's just sort of an energy weird thing. Yeah.
Another weird energy thing. And that's it. Those are what I'm taking, those 2.
Yeah.
And I am obsessed. I feel great.
Yeah. So
I have energy.
Yeah.
My brain fog.
Yeah.
Remember I was saying like a month or 2 ago, I was saying I didn't feel like my brain was functioning properly. And I was like, where's my vocabulary? And am I dumb? Am I getting old? Am I losing my memory and all these things? And I feel sharp as a tack.
Okay. Good for you. Don't do them at home. Thank you.
Orders immediately.
Bye.
Well, listen, friends of mine, okay?
They're
I've
all
been doing this for over a year. And Lala Kent.
Is she on them?
Well, yes, and she posts about it. She's got and people are posting everywhere. Their peptide journeys. They got the files. They got the syringes. Jen Pedranti on my show just posted something leaving the place she gets them from on my peptide thing. It's funny because I told her about the Klo. And then that afternoon she posted like, got my Klo. And I texted her. I'm like, okay, good. Let me know if you like it. But yeah, people are all posting this. And
that's why I talk about it, because it's unstoppable.
Because we're all doing it. So you might as well know who to get it from.
Yeah.
You've got to go to a medical doctor.
Yep.
You've got to ask where it's coming from. You need to start slowly. Definitely do one at a time to see what's working. And don't just take things to take them.
Until the government shuts it all down.
And then we're fucked.
See you next week.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has been a victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, if your identity is stolen, they fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim, because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, But baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
So do healthier choices really pay off? With prescription plans from CVS Caremark, they do. Their plan designs give you more choice, which gives members more ways to get on, stay on, and manage their meds. And that helps you control your costs, because healthier members are better for business. Go to cmk.co/access to learn more about helping your members stay adherent. That's cmk.co/ACCESS.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.